Hi guys, and welcome to the fourth episode of my team. We're at round 3 now, the Vietnam Grand Prix. Can't say I'm looking forward to this one. Definitely not changing the difficulty level with it being a new track. I'm really not used to it at all. Okay, so over in the R&D here and just having a look at it, we are in very similar positions on the chassis, fourth from last, and the aero fourth from last. So I don't think it really matters which route we start to go down now, but we certainly want to start developing these as well as the engine. For now, I'm going to go down the aero route. I don't think I've got quite enough to do both. There's 40% chance failures on these in comparison to the engine, which only has 26% chance failure. But I think we just need to develop past just the engine, see if we can get a more balanced car. Okay, so jumping across to the activities now, we've got quite a few days we can fill in here. Okay, so I'm going to select the chassis equipment upgrade here because once we've done the aero I'll probably do a chassis upgrade next, so it'll help with department morale, decrease the failure rate, etc. So we'll select that one for now. We will do the supplier tour because it will help us with upgrading the car with that acclaim on there, and we get a few extra resource points as well. And I'm gonna do a power team building day as well because we've got them power upgrades going through at the moment. Hopefully it helps to increase the probability of those coming through, so we're gonna go ahead and select that one as well, and that will fill out our time until the Grand Prix. Just going across to the messages here from Carl, and it just shows us where our car performance is at the moment, so it gives us a rough idea where we should be finishing in the Grand Prix. No surprise here really that we're beating Williams and Haas. AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo we're just ahead of at the moment, so I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. And hopefully once the major engine upgrades have gone through, we'll be pushing to beat Racing Point, and then we get past that midfield teams. We hopefully battle out with them throughout this season, particularly towards the end of the season. Hopefully we have a few closer battles with those midfield teams, try and beat Danny Rick and Lando and Carlos a bit more. So yeah, hopefully we fight it out with them over the next few races, and that's it for now, and we'll jump into first practice. Okay, so God help me with this track. I'm going to do the same as what I've done on the previous episode, so I'll probably give you a quick run round of me doing the track acclimation, and then the same, do the qualifying pace again. I might mix it up in future, give you tips of what I do for the different programs, but for now I'm going to stick to that. So I'm not looking forward to this one. It's not a track I've had a great deal of experience round. I did the practice sessions and the qualifying in my team before, but then I simmed a race because it was wet and it was a track which I didn't know, so I haven't really had much experience around here at all. So I'm going to jump into it now and let's see how we get on now. Okay, so we're going to try and do this track acclimation now. I've had a couple of goes already, tweaked the setup a little bit, so hopefully now we'll be able to really get into the apexes of the corners and hit those markers. I was struggling with a lot of understeer on the standard setup round here, so hopefully this changes up now. Let's give it a go.
We can definitely speed up a bit in the following corners. Turn 8, turn 19.
Okay, purple so far. Okay, not a bad start to it. We've got the Renault coming up behind, which isn't good for us. We've gone wide there, but See if we can't keep the rest of the lap together and still get purple. Few early shifts there just to make sure I didn't get any wheel spin. Bit late on the brakes there, which meant we were slow out. Okay, so we seem to be chaining these up. I think if we get this last one, we should be alright. That should be purple,
Great
and it
stuff.
was.
You pretty
Good
much
stuff.
nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the weekend.
Okay, so let's get back to the pits and do the rest of the practice programs. Okay, so we have done practice 1 and practice 2. We are in practice 3 now. I managed to get purples on all of the objectives so far, other than doing the qualifying pace. I gave it a shot in practice 2 and I failed miserably. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let you guys jump on board with me in this qualifying practice, and we'll see what we do, regardless of where we come. If I fail it, if I get green, if I get purple, whatever, we're just going to leave it as it is, and then we'll jump into the one-shot qualifying. So see you guys in a sec. Okay, so here we go, qualifying practice here. See where they estimate we're gonna come. To be honest, it's I always think this is more difficult than what the actual qualifying is, but we'll see if that's true. Maybe it's just that the track's a little bit more green actually. Okay, so we've had a really bad start to the lap there. And we're really slow through those corners, so far this has not been a good lap. That felt like a good exit to that corner, but the trouble is we're running more downforce on our settle, which means we're just losing time down this straight. Okay, we took too much curb down last time. I don't think we're going to complete this program, but let's see what we can do. It amazes me how different the car feels on these tyres compared to the medium and hard tyres. There's such a difference. Way more of a difference than what I would have expected. And we actually wasn't far off there. Okay, so let's go back to the garage here. We weren't far off, so I'm just going to jump straight into qualifying and see how we do. We haven't hit the objective, but to be honest, I'm happy. I've got 515 out of 575 resource points, so we really haven't done too bad at all. So let's just let's jump into quali. Okay, so we're jumping into one-shot qualifying now, and let's see where we can come. So already we can see we're losing time down that initial straight. that's such a difficult corner to get right. Not a bad exit there. I know we lose time in sectors 1 and 2, but we should make that up in the final sector from what we saw in the practice qualifying programme. And we lose a lot of time down this straight, but I think this whole sector is virtually just a straight. Oh, it is literally just a straight. This hairpin and a burst of straight. Always feels like I'm not going to get down to speed. Okay, I feel like we had a really good hairpin there. Probably made up a bit of time. Definitely made up some time on that ghost car in front. Good few corners there. Could have done that a bit faster, and we've gone wide. Trying to make up the time for my mistake. Okay, and where have we come? So 12th place. Not bad. It seems to be roughly where the car is. So let's have a look at what teams are behind us.
With qualifying finished.
Right. Okay. So we qualified in 12th position there. Not a bad job at all, to be honest. It's sort of where you expect to be. We know our car's better than the Williams, better than the Haas. Should be better than the AlphaTauri and better than the Alfa Romeo. So the only surprise really is that the racing point is a bit further down. And then no surprises with the cars which are above us. So again, finish where we sort of expected to be, and hopefully we can make up a few places again on the start, and yeah, have a good race. See you in a sec.
The Formula One circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more, as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam.
Okay, so we're going to jump into the race here. I haven't made any changes to the fuel load this time, so let's see how we get on. Okay, so Norris has stormed down the inside again there. We've made up a couple of places. We might be swamped here though. Okay, we left a nice bit of room around the outside there. We have to use overtake mode here to keep Fiat behind us. So we've got 11th place. We're staring at that last points place finish there. Hopefully, I don't know, during a race or during pit stops we can look at gaining that place. But not a bad start at all. We've made a pole position. This is where we should really be able to catch up with them, but no overtaking room, but might set us up nice for a turn 1 overtake. Had a little look down the inside there. We need to try and get a really good exit out of these two corners here. Oh, okay, so we've got a big slide on there. and that's put us under pressure, but used a bit of overtake and we should have him covered under braking, with our car being much better on the downforce. Seem to have a measure of people on their brakes, so I know if we can get alongside someone, then it seems like we should be able to get the overtake done.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Okay, so DRS is enabled now. Try and get within a second of the car in front here. Okay, so we had a much better exit that time. We're not within a second, but the car behind is, so that puts us in a bit of a vulnerable position.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Okay, so as you can see, we tapped the wall a bit too hard there, and we've got a little bit of damage on our front wing.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy that.
Okay, so we've hit the wall a little bit hard there, and what we're going to do is we're going to box this lap. Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
I don't know what the original strategy was, but I don't think it will be too far ahead of what we originally had planned. We're getting a lot of understeer now though. Okay, so we're definitely getting a lot of understeer at the end of that lap there. So I think it was definitely worth changing the front wing. We're saving up a little bit of ERS now. We've got some fuel which we can use on our outlap. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is on the outlap, I'm going to set it to breach, and then we will see if we can make up a bit of time.
Release, release. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
So we were in 11th when we pitted. It doesn't look like anyone's pitted this lap. Hopefully we can set a personal best final sector. And people are pitting this lap, so we should gain a few positions here.
Our gap to the car in front is 8.7 seconds.
Okay, so we've definitely lost some time to the car ahead.
The car behind has
We lost a few positions in that pit stop. To be honest, I think 14th is a good result round here. Fell down the order a little bit here. By no means our best qualified behind us. Like I said before, it's not having done. I think we've got the gap to the car behind covered. Hopefully we'll be able to catch back up with Res after that attempted overtake, but we'll see. Okay, we've got a yellow flag here. I'm not certain what looks like the car's out of race here. And Vettel out of race, so that's definitely going to be a position for us. Okay, so it looks like we lost what? We're in P14, so we lost 3 places. Okay, so 2 seconds to the car behind. Seem to have kept that gap. We should increase that time again through these
There's
corners.
only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Okay, gap ahead is 3.6 seconds.
Okay, so we had a
This is your final lap.
We had a
Final
dreadful
lap of the
sector
race.
there, which has let the car behind really catch up on us, and put us under some pressure for this final lap. Okay, and the car behind is in DRS. I think they're too far behind to have a go down into the hairpin, and then we should be able to pull away from them after it. But we're having a go. And we went a little bit wide there, but we've managed to keep it. And now there's not really any way through the rest of this sector as long as keep it nice and clean and tidy. God, I need a more static seat. You'll see me jumping up out of my seat as I'm really pushing on them brakes there, willing it to stop in time. I think I need to be harnessed down. Okay, so we've crossed the line there in 14th place. Doesn't feel like a bad race, to be honest. Can't say I enjoyed it at all. Lance Stroll got driver of the day. No surprise that we didn't get it. And let's see how it finished up.
Here in Hanoi, a memorable race and an impressive victory. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Okay, so we started in 12th position there. We dropped down a couple of places to 14th after taking a little bit of front wing damage, but overall I don't think we did too bad in a race that I'm not very comfortable with. Our fastest lap there was round the times of the people around us, so it shows that, you know, we fully deserve to be in that position. Callum Oylott made up a couple of places there, so yeah, he had a good race as well. We beat, well, the Ferrari went out the race, so that was a nice gaining position for us. We beat the Williams, the Haas and the Alfa Romeos. The only team we didn't beat, which our car is supposedly better than, is the Alfa Tauris. And if we did, we'd have just finished in 11th place, which, you know, would have been a nice place to finish, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Other than that, it seems it seems like we'll be on to the next one. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Vietnam Grand Prix. Not my favourite one by far, as I'm sure you know I've mentioned multiple times. But thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and click that little bell so you get a notification when a new video comes out. Go and follow me on twitch.tv/KENTECH, and follow me on Twitter. The links are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing. It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it? Appreciate your time.